guys, it's me again, KOOL. How y'all going? Hey, I've been missing my Britsta Insta updates, and look, there's Wendy. I just saw Wendy walk past. She is in her new house here, guys, because I went and looked at photos of her new house, and that's the entry. That's the foyer. That's the cabinets. Why does she keep saying I'm not ready to show you my new house, but she's already doing this? Apparently, this one was filmed today. But let's have a read of what the caption says. Hey guys, in a world where you have the right to use your feet, heart, mouth, eyes, and body to express yourself however you may. Declaration of Independence. For equality and to be equal. Not even touching, covering, and holding me against my will for 4 months. As Jennifer Lopez said once, look right down the camera and tell every little girl in the world to let's get loud. Never back down to giving light to injustice. I'm here to share that freedom is a state of mind. God bless y'all. I shot this today. Well, there you go. Sammy boy picked her up from Westlake, said, look, I'm going to take you to the new house and you'll be able to do a modeling shoot in the foyer. Luxurious mansion. You know, it looks like a foyer to a hotel. Anyway, she's back to her old ways, just loving the modeling. I was pretty happy to see little Wendy in the background though. Oh, little Wendy. She is the cutest little Bengal cat I've seen in a very long time. I hope Britney gets to cuddle her every night in bed the way I cuddle my little girl cat Murphy. Let's look at all the other Insta posts that have been put up. I just wanted to put this one up. I know you've probably all seen it, but this one was from the other day, and yes, she is in the new house, and yes, she has different brown shoes on. Someone let Cinema Shogun know. She's been listening. She's got different brown shoes on. Woo! She really does have one more pair. Oh, I'm so happy. I thought she only had one pair of shoes, and that was just starting to bother me too. And then we've got this post, which we all saw, but she's actually edited it with an old modeling shoot from the old house. I don't know why, man. I don't know who does this. I don't know if she does it. It's just a very bizarre thing that goes on her Instagram. I've literally never seen an Instagram so bizarre. Like literally from the bizarro world. Look at Sammy filming her. Hey, Sammy put up a post, well, last night. I always feel like I'm a day behind because it's when I wake up. You guys have probably all seen it. But see in the old house, see all the poopies? I spotted 2 poopies. So I'm pretty happy she's out of that old house because I think it's riddled with poopies. That's all. We know that she loves to dance around with little dodes in the background. Hey, whatever floats your boat, lady. But the new house, let's hope. Fingers crossed, no more poops in the background. So she suited and booted 2 months ago. I'm so glad those curtains are open at the back because usually they're shut and it just looks so dark. Has she sold the old house? Does anybody know? I'm not too sure because I think she's still living there, part-time Westlake. And Sammy, on the weekends, just takes her for a visit to the garage. And we know what the garage is called, don't we? Ascari headquarters, yeah! So there's her and Cade. Apparently Cade was one of her besties. And now he's become her PR manager. This photo disturbs me because I don't know why she's got sunnies on at night. Like, whenever people wear sunglasses at night, I'm like, what's up, yo? Are you really out of it? Are your eyes crossed? What's going on? I don't understand. What about this post? I need to open my eyes. Then you'll explain things to me. Can you explain my ass? Psst, portrait of a lady. So that comes off the bat of, you know, K-Fed's little interview where he said, if I could just open her eyes and show her. She's very defensive, or whoever writes this is very defensive. Like, let shit go. I'd rather go blind. What's worth a shot? Just saying. Once again, she is referring to the K-Fed interview. She is saying that she'd rather go blind than ever see him again or see his opinion or whatever he says in that interview. He says, the interviewer says, so what would you like to say to her? And he said, I just really like to see her open her eyes. But anyway, someone's defensive, whether it's Britney or her team, I don't know. But they're very quick to come back. Like, just ignore all that shit, man. I honestly don't know why these people are fighting on social platforms. Like, does anyone else think that this is just absolutely crazy? That they're actually fighting publicly? And it's Britney Spears? Oh my God. Yeah, seriously, her story is one of the craziest stories, I think, of our lifetimes. Nothing comes close to it. Let's have a quick look at Sammy boy. He's back. He got his phone back. He's off confiscation and he's allowed to post again. But they said, don't be freaking saying shit. All right, mate? Keep your mouth closed. So wrapping up on my latest job, he's really pushing, this is why I love my job. Cool stuff every time. Does anyone else think that Sam talks in a weird way? I don't know what it is, whether he's trying to sound completely American without an accent, but I don't know what it is. He always sounds freaking weird. I'm going to show you him talking in a minute. I don't know. I can't put my finger on it, but basically he's showing us that he's such a good actor that all they do is, CGI shit. That's all they use him for, because he's got a huge frame. His frame is huge. And they just want him to be the next Terminator. Let's have a listen to him. There you go. Sammy really loves his job. I do cool things every day. You go, scammer boy. You are working hard for the money. But how much does he love looking at himself? And he's not that smart, because I guess he hasn't realized that they can't hire him as a real actor. He's now going to be a computer-generated cartoon Spammy Spears, because they're like, we can't have this guy talk on film. It just never seems natural. But we could use him, to make the Terminator game, because his frame is freaking huge. Except for what is going on below the knees? Well, hopefully they just won't have to film that. And if they do, they'll just put on, fake legs. That's all. I don't know how they're going to work that one out. I can't get this out of my mind when he was at the Elton John, event. And she's like, so where's Britney? And he's like, yeah, just like doing stuff, at home. And it's like,
You be here tonight? Is she your date?
I wish she was. No, she's at home doing a couple of stuff. She's traveling a lot. So yeah.
Okay. Sam, we all know that the only picture in your head was this. Britney just spinning in the circles in the foyer. That's why he booked, because he was about to say, she's just in the foyer spinning circles. I mean, she's just she's just at home doing stuff. And she's been traveling? Where has she been traveling? You need to stop that right now. We know she hasn't traveled. Spammy boy. That's why they're like, we cannot have him acting. He's just got to keep his little mouth closed, because he's way, way too, readable. He'd be a terrible poker player. That's all I'm saying. He cannot act. He cannot act lying. He cannot act happy. None of that. With his big cheesy grin. Sammy boy, it's too much. But anyway, that's what we saw today. That is what they bought us from the Instagram today. And I hope you guys have a lovely weekend. And we'll see what happens in the future. Because the plot is thickening at an alarming rate. Because we got Daddy's deposition coming up. We've got a lot of things coming up. And that's why everything's gone crazy. Because they're saying, K-Fed, Jamie, Daddy, Bin Chicken's side are putting out all this stuff about Britney. So when he sits for his deposition, he's going to sound sane. Well, Daddy Spears, nothing you say is going to change that you kept your daughter in a conservatorship for 13 years and took a lot of cash money from her. So that is never, ever going to change. Hey, she might be unhinged. Like, what? There's no question about that. But that video at the boys, she didn't seem unhinged. She just seemed very highly strung. As I said yesterday, taking things out of context, it's never going to work. I need to see everything to make an opinion. You take one minute out of a little blow up in the car? Come on now. He could have been a little dick all day. You don't know that. So that's why I don't like this fighting on a public arena. Britney, she puts out these long-winded posts bagging out her family. The other side, they've put out the K-Fed interview and those videos of the boys. Like, it's got to stop. At some point, it's actually got to stop. I don't know who's driving this narrative. Oh man, Americans love saying narrative, but it's gotta stop, and everyone just shut up already. Grow up, shut up. Enough. Let the courts deal with it. That's all I have to say, because the court of public opinion at the moment are the people dealing with it, and the hate and the vitriol and the everything. It's just going off its Richter. Everybody, pull your heads in. That's my hot tip for today. And I'll see you tomorrow. I love you guys. I love every one of you. And remember, let the good vibes in and let them bad vibes out. You feel me? You dig? Cheers, ballers.